All right, we've reached the halfway point here. If anybody needs to get up and stretch, there's some bottled water if you need some water. And Steve, any further instructions?
How about where everybody's from?
Oh, we've got people from DeKalb County, White County, Putnam County, any more out
Old Hickory, Tennessee.
Old Hickory, Tennessee. Yes, sir. Anybody else from another county not represented here?
Clay County.
Clay County. Jackson. What's that one? Lincoln. Wow. That may be the winner right there.
Hardin County, Kentucky.
Oh, the Bluegrass State. Oh, that's a terrible state right there. All right. Anybody else from out of state? That's awesome. Got a lot of children here too, thanks, Steve. Yeah.
We also are welcome back 30 years ago. Recently retired Harding University's president Bruce McClarty has moved back to Cookville and building a house now, sitting up here on the hill. And we're welcome back, Bruce.
Thank you, Steve. You know, children, it's wonderful that people are bringing children and listening to the congregational singing and bringing them to church and bringing them up in the truth and in the God-breathed, inspired Word of God. We appreciate that. But you know, children, they're honest to a fault, aren't they? This little boy was in the cafeteria one day. There was a sign up over the apple that said, "Please take one apple. God is watching you." The little boy said, "We can have all the cookies we want today. God's watching the apples." One time this lady was fixing pancakes for two little boys and a fight broke out over who was going to get the first pancake. And she decided to teach them a moral lesson. She said, if Jesus was here, he would say, "Give the first pancake to my brother, I will wait." The little 5-year-old looked at the 3-year-old and said, "You be Jesus." Everybody's always working an angle, ain't they? We don't need to lose that innocence and optimism. No, a little girl was coloring there one day, and her mama said, "What are you doing?" She said, "I'm coloring a picture of God." She said, "Honey, nobody knows what God looks like." She said, "They will in a minute." One of my favorite stories, though, this little boy was off in his room, and his mama he got quiet. You know what it means when they get quiet. She hollered in there and said, "Sam, what's going on in there?" He said, "I'm reading the Bible to the cat." She said, "Okay." A few minutes later, she heard the office roughest you ever heard in your life. She said, "What's going on in there, Sam?" He said, "I'm baptizing the cat." She said, "It don't sound like that cat wants to be baptized." He said, "Well, you ought to have thought about that before you joined my church." But we always need to keep our eye on the ball, don't we? If I could get Mr. J.D. Delk, Roger Anderson, and Josh Gravel up here, they'll be next in line. That's my number, 431. How about that? 431 souls here today. How about it? Let's have a round of applause. That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you so much for coming. We also want to thank all the brothers participating in this program here tonight for doing such a wonderful job. And it's just beautiful to be out here in a beautiful evening and fellowship with brothers and sisters in Christ. What a wonderful thing. All right, our next segment up, Mr. J.D. Jonathan Delk from Collegeside. We'll be doing Our God, He is Alive, and then Christ Alone. Roger Anderson is up to bat next from Center Grove in Jackson County. Teach me, Lord, to wait, and shall we gather at the river? And Josh Gravel from Sycamore will be doing Someday and All to Us. And I think as we turn it over to these gentlemen on this first song, let's everybody stand up again and stretch, and I'll turn it over to you.
We'll sing the first, second, and last verse. Lord God, He is alive.
There is beyond the azure blue a God still from human side. These endless skies that can be viewed and bring the worlds with His great might. I'm gonna have to lead all four verses, Steve. I'm sorry on this song. You gotta lead all four. We're gonna sing all together. Let's all sing. In Christ alone, my hope is found. He is my life, my strength, my song. This cornerstone, this solid ground, firmly defends its cloud and storm. While heights above, what depths of peace, when fears are still, when striving cease, my comforter, my all in all, here in the love of Christ I stand. In Christ alone, who took on flesh, fullness of God in endless faith, this gift of love and righteousness, scorned by the ones he came to save, till on that cross as Jesus died, the wrath of God was satisfied. For every sin on him was laid, here in the death of Christ I live. In the ground his body lay, light of the world, my God is slain. Then bursting forth in glorious day, up from the grave he rose again. And as he stands in victory, sin's curse has lost its grip on me. For I am his, and he is mine, bought with the precious blood of Christ. No guilt in life, no fear in death. This is the power of Christ in me. From life's first cry to final breath, Jesus commands my destiny. No power of hell, no scheme of man can ever pluck me from his hand, till he returns or calls me home. Here in the power of Christ I stand, till he returns or calls me